In this video, I'm going to talk about what to do after you receive the item and you have created the invoice. And so the book that we're going to be looking at is this one. And so what we've done is we've already created the purchase order line. We packaged it onto a purchase order. The book came in from Gobi and we received it, and we've also created an invoice. And so at this point we're ready to do the processing. We're going to get it in the catalog so that it displays in Primo. And the status in Primo is not in transit, but instead the status in Primo is going to say, I believe it says it's in place, is what we want it to say. And it also, where it says item availability, instead of saying one not available, we want it to say in place right here. So I think what I'm going to do first, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make sure I'm at the Hightower circulation desk. And I'm going to go ahead and go to fulfillment and scan in the item. And that's going to change the status. It's going to say reshelved to second floor, which isn't actually correct. What we want to do is we want to move this to the temporary location of new bookshelf. So I'm going to change the temporary location to be new books. And I need to add the inventory price, which is $85.14, and the inventory date of today. I'm going to delete the expected receiving date because we received it on the 13th. We've got the item policy, we got the material type, we already have a barcode. So all we need to do now is click on save. And actually, I will have to scan this in again. It'll tell me the temporary reshelving location is new books. And on the all titles page, you see the permanent location, and then above that it's got the temporary location, and it's kind of grayed out. But now it says one of one available. And also, as soon as you scan the item in, it also changes the status in Primo. So instead of saying transit, now it says item in place, and it also says loanable. So at this point you see that we didn't have to link the item to the network zone because it already has a link. It's already linked, and we can toggle back and forth between the institution zone and the network zone. In the institution zone, we're going to click on Edit Record, and we're going to add our local notes field. And the price is $99. And $85.14. The other thing we can do is take out the 938 fields. And I'm not sure if you can mark more than one at a time, but that would be something useful to be able to do. Looking at this, I don't see information about a table of contents. And looking in the book, there is a table of contents. So one thing we would need to do is we would need to look at this record in connection and update the table of contents in connection and overlay the record we have here in Alma with the new record in connection that we did our edits in, because we don't want to do our edits in Alma. We want to do all of our edits in connection and then overlay the Alma record with the record that we get from connection. But assuming that this was a perfectly good record to begin with, then at this point you would be done, and this book would be ready to go out on the shelf. A couple of other housekeeping things that you would need to do is you would need to take the control number and write this in the gutter of the book, and we also still need to take the call number and open up our Zebra printer, and we need to create a spine label. And what I do with this, it's always usually too big, so I just resize it and make it fit. And as long as I have all the information inside the yellow border, then it's going to print out. And then I print the label out, and we'll go and affix it to the book. And at that point, we're finished with it.